This is America. The greatest atrocity against mankind. American chattel slavery. If you traced your lineage, what would you find? Do you know where your roots lead to?
Grace and peace, Black family. This is Vicky Dillard, your sister with the curly braids. And I want you to get ready for the new Master Elements project, The Spear and the Shield.
This vaccine isn't experimental. It's like a dandelion. You overlook it for their weird science.
DJ RP Beats and Sincere Love the God have taken this time during the pandemic to carefully craft the soundtrack to Black empowerment with hot tracks like God Mine, featuring Sadat X of the legendary group Brand Nubians.
We never die. I made an ancestral shrine. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen, I'm a law in a person, a sincere of the God. That mean your arms too short like Carl Anthony Shaw.
God painted me black.
God painted me black. Thanks for that. I'm a bitch, man.
A letter to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing.
I say to the ancestors. Dear Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, I just wanted to thank you for all the lessons you left us. So yes, I'm more than grateful.
And the controversial song Buck Breaking God today.
Why every black show they gotta have a transgender? Either I'm crazy or this gotta be a planned agenda.
Get ready, Black family. This is a much needed project. This is The Spear and the Shield.
I'd like to start with Brother Kyrie. What did he do wrong? What did he do? He's searching for the knowledge of himself. He's searching to know who he is, who he belongs to. What is his root in this world? And some of you that are persecuting him are the very ones that took away from him and from us the knowledge of self. You took our language, you took our culture, you took our history, you took our minds and inserted your mind into our mind through your systems. And now God has come to lift us from this terrible condition that you have placed us in. So he saw a movie. He didn't write the movie. He wasn't the producer of the movie. He wasn't the director of the movie. Somebody told him that there was a movie titled From Hebrews to Negroes. That's an interesting title because many of our people don't know anything about being a Hebrew. We know that we passed through something called Negro, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us that means someone dead, lifeless, hard, neutral. We didn't name ourselves a Negro. They named us that because they put us in the condition that that name represents. Kyrie and Ye and all of you now that are involved in the conversation, could you just step back a moment and let's reason together? He saw the movie because of all of the anger and dislike and breaking apart. I said, let me see this movie. And I and my wife and my family, we watched the movie the other night. It was well researched. the people that did it, they had a purpose. The purpose of those people was to show us how we got from Hebrew to Negro. As I watched that, I could see my brother. He's not thinking about hating somebody. He's thinking about learning more about himself, because we are tired of being what others have made us. We must become ourselves again. And he was interested in that journey, and I can listen to him, and I can see him, and I can see that's the journey that he's on. He's not trying to hurt the Nets. He's not trying to hurt the brothers that are playing ball with him. But he is trying to be true to himself.
Do for self or suffer the consequences. The wisdom of Elijah's inside of the conscientious. So I move. I am here. I am here. I am here. Peace to the family. Peace to the chat. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. And this is a special edition. I know y'all could tell probably by the look. It look a little different. My background look a little different. Let me let y'all see that real quick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're going to see what's in the God mind and all that. So the setup is a little bit different tonight. My co-host is not here with me. It's going to be a one-on-one session with me and my special guest for the evening. You know what I'm saying? And so this is going to be a good one. So before we get started, man, I need y'all to do y'all thing on y'all side of the game and hit that like button. You know what I mean? If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook or on Twitter, make sure you head on over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you can be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes of Sincere Love the Godcast. You know, we do Sincere Love the Godcast every Sunday. Me and my sister, Nicety Girl, Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, where we cover current events and talk about important topics that pertain to Black society. Also, on Wednesday nights, we do the Black Business Showcase, where we bring on business owners and entrepreneurs, chop up good game about business, get all up in their Black business, see how everything got started with them. And that's on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. So if you are a business owner or entrepreneur and you would like to be a guest on the Black Business Showcase, so you could tell us all about what you got going on and let us get all up in your Black business, just hit me up, man. I'm at Sincere Love the Godcast. I'm at Sincere Love the God on all social media platforms. Just slide in the DM. Let me see what you got going on, and we'll see about getting you on the schedule for that. Also, I need y'all to stay tuned. We got something else special coming on the channel as well for the ladies for the most part. The brothers could join too, but it's going to be the ladies dropping game from the women's perspective. I ain't going to let y'all know who the hosts are going to be just yet. It's going to be Nicety Girl and another co-host, another female, lovely female co-host is going to be doing her thing with her. And so that's coming very soon as well, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Like I said, subscribe, click the notification bell, and share this out, man. Let everybody know that we live right now, man. And let me let y'all know who we got coming to the stage tonight. And I still see y'all over here on Instagram. What's going on Instagram? You know what I mean? We doing this thing on YouTube, on Instagram. We on Twitter. We on Facebook. So salute to everybody that's tuning in live. Salute to everybody that's watching this on the replay. Like I said, we got a special guest for y'all this evening. And so without further ado, man, I'm going to go ahead and bring them on, man. So from the legendary hip-hop group, the Sunz Of Man, Wu-Tang affiliate, legendary MC, we got our brother Killah Priest on the Godcast tonight. Let me see if the God is ready. Peace, God.
Yeah, peace, Lord. Just give me maybe a 3 minutes.
Okay. No doubt. You still on the whip.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get situated, man. I got it over here.
All right.
When you're ready, just turn your camera on. So that'll be my cue. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be our guest for this evening, man. Killah Priest. For those of y'all that remember the legendary group Sunz Of Man, you know what I mean? And like I said, he was in a lot of other groups as well. And so we're gonna learn more about that when he comes on. He's driving right now. So I'm gonna let him get situated in a stable spot so we could chop it up without no interruptions or no technical glitches or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on with everybody tonight, man? Type in number 7 in the chat if y'all feeling good tonight, man. If y'all ready for tonight's broadcast, man. Type in number 7 in the chat. Y'all can type in number 7 in the chat over here too on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Just to let me know that you're rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the God. Solutions by, what's that? Kadanis? Solutions by Kadanis LLC. Sounds like a business. You might need to hit me up. You might need to hit me up about that Wednesday night program, the Black Business Showcase. Let me know. Hit me up. Let me know what you got going on. Okay, Brother Daniel, appreciate you tapping in. Yes, indeed, Mama Love, what's going on? Peace. Did y'all share this out for me? Did y'all do that? Did y'all hit that share button for me? Let everybody know that we live right now. Can I count on y'all to do that? You know what I'm saying? Try to get some good energy up in here tonight. Oh, I know who I'm supposed to send the link to. Let me send this link to my dude real quick. Let me send this link to my dude real quick. Boom. Oh, no, that ain't it. Hold up. Clipboard. There we go. I think that's it right there. Yep. All right. Hold on, y'all. All right. Yeah, man. So yeah, we got Killah Priest coming through, man, in just a few minutes. What's going on, J Fan? Oh, what's going on, Piggity? That's Piggity. What's going on, man? Yes, indeed, man. We got Killah Priest coming through tonight, man. I appreciate you tapping in. My dude Piggity in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, indeed. Where Chick Nice at, man? Where my dude Chick Nice at, man? I ain't hear from Spider in a minute. Spider be jumping in the chat sometimes. Too. Word up. But I was watching a little bit earlier. I was watching Killah Priest podcast. You know what I mean? He be having some great guests on there, man. He had our sister Sophia Stewart on there, you know, the real creator of The Matrix and the Terminator. Oh, hold on. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play that. Let me mute this. Boom. He had her on there. I was checking that out. She was dropping heavy game on there. Y'all got to make sure y'all subscribe to the Killah Priest podcast too. She was dropping some heavy game on there. Also, I seen he had what's the dude name? Is it David Icke? Oh man, that was another good one. I think he's ready to go though. Let me bring the God on real quick. Peace.
What's good, everybody? Word.
Welcome to the GZA, man. Welcome to the GZA. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
All love and light, you know? Word. Gotta come through.
Yes, indeed, man. You got me on a whole different vibration today, man. I gotta admit, man. I was listening to the album that you did, Mother. You there? You there? Are you frozen? Oh, I think he froze up. Okay, you sending out the text right now. Hold on. You froze up real quick. Hold on, y'all. Bear with us. We're gonna be with y'all in a second. There you go. Oh, he hit that back button. When you on the cell phone and you hit that back button, it take you off the whole broadcast, man. You know, you try to hit the back button just to try to unfreeze yourself or to do something like that. That joint take you out the whole broadcast. But he'll be back. He'll be back in just a second. Y'all bear with us. Yes, indeed. All right, family, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna end this over here on Instagram family. If y'all want to join the conversation, just head on over to YouTube, type in my name, Sincere Love to God, and we are live right now, chopping it up with Killah Priest. As soon as we get past these little technical difficulties, we're gonna be chopping up some games. So head on over there right now and come on and join us. All right, peace and black love. All right, share that out real quick. Share that out real quick. Boom. All right. You back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back in effect.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So I was saying, man, you got me on a whole different vibration today, man, because I pushed play on that album you did called Mother. That just put me in a whole different zone, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Peace to the God, LAMAR. I see you in the chat. We're gonna talk about that one in a minute. But first I like to start off with the origin story for my guests, man. I like to get the origin story. So if you could take us back to, the origin story of Killah Priest. I know there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
But, we got time, man. We got time.
Right. Origin story, Brooklyn. Just being an MC, just rhyming and stuff. Next thing you know, I meet the GZA. He lived around the corner from me. He took me to meet with RZA. RZA took me to the studio, and then I started recording, man. I met the rest of the clan, and then by meeting the clan, I ended up meeting Shabazz disciple, who RZA came in through RZA, and we formed the Disciples of Armageddon, and then from there, the Sunz Of Man.
So Disciples of Armageddon was first.
Yeah.
Did y'all put out an album?
Never put out an album. No,
never put out an album.
No.
Okay. So how did you meet the GZA though? Because I know he was the genius. He already had records out as the genius. How'd you meet him?
Well, he lived around the corner from me, so he was like one of the older guys that was putting out music. And I knew him. We go all the way back, man. He used to cut my hair back. Yeah, we go all the way back, man. Me and GZA probably, we go all the way back. Word. So, yeah.
Okay. And so he just knew you. He knew you was nice. So when things started popping off for them, he came.
Yeah. Yeah. At first, when he he was he's the one the first to put the battery in my back. You know what I mean? It's like after a while, when I was real young, I wasn't as good, and then I got a little bit better. And then
of course.
Yeah. Of
course. So was the knowledge always intertwined in the bars, or did that come later on? How'd you start off with the rhyming? It
was always been there. I was on my black is beautiful.
Okay.
Black is beautiful. I was saying little stuff like that. It just didn't resonate that hard, but to me, because I was just making songs for myself.
No doubt. And so who was the heavy influences at that time?
The pioneers, all of the pioneers. Yeah.
Kane, right? Well, I don't know if you want to call those pioneers. They're definitely legends.
Yeah, I like to just say that Kane, Rakim, Coogee Rap, Slick Rick, and Karis One, Chuck D, and Run DMC too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And at that time, man, you know, it was like knowledge was really that fifth element. You know what I'm saying? It was in the forefront of the culture at that time, man. I always talk about, you know, in those early days when we were on our own trajectory as far as pushing the culture forward. The knowledge aspect was in the forefront. Like it started off with the partying and all that, and just having fun, trying to put rhymes together. But once, you know, Melly Mel came through and cracked that code, the knowledge really shot to the forefront. And so I know dudes that was young coming up, looking up to all of them. You know what I mean? You had the 5%ers around at that time, so the knowledge was definitely going to be there.
Yeah, reality rap.
Say what?
Yeah, reality rap.
Right.
Reality, and you had jewels in it.
Right. You had to have them jewels in there, man. You had to pay dues, man. You couldn't just say you was an MC. And you know what I mean? Like, did you go through the battle stage and all that?
Yeah. Oh man, that was it. That's where you learn your skills at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking about me. I was always nervous to lose, man. I never wanted to lose. I never wanted, because my boys, you know, on my block, it was hard on me. Like if you lose, they laugh at, you know what I mean? You'll be embarrassed. So I was like, man, I can't lose.
And speaking of battles too, though, I know you had a legendary battle with Maccabeez, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Can you talk about that? Can you tell that story?
Yo, that was like crazy. They came, got me. I was, you know, man, I've been up doing interviews, man. Yo, they came and got me. And I just saw this cat. He was just getting at everybody, man. And I knew it was real because when I saw Deck, you know, I glanced at Deck, and Deck had his hands full. And I was like, because Deck he'll finish you 1, 2, 3. So RZA had told Ninth Prince to come get me. I went over there and I handled my business. You know, we went at it.
You won that battle,
and I won. Yeah, he stopped. He stopped and gave me the daps. I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, man. Because as the story goes, man, for those of y'all that don't know that's listening, they say Maccabeez was eating the whole clan up.
Yeah, he was running through Cash. He
was running through the whole Wu-Tang, and then Killah Priest came through with the cleanup job. So that's legendary right there.
Yeah, I got the whole of Axe that day.
No doubt. Now, what era was this? Was Sunz Of Man out yet?
I don't want to say not really, but we was in the studio out. I was
working.
Big in this. Yeah, we was in the studio.
Did you know who Maccabeez was?
Nah. He had what's his name? Marcus or Martin. He had a manager that told me, yo, you know that was Maccabeez, the dude you battled, right? And I was like, oh, for real. Like later on down the line, when I heard Maccabeez on the radio and stuff like that, somebody stopped me and told me, and he was looking for me, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know it was for revenge, or yeah. We ended up drinking wine together. That was good.
Yeah, because you was on that first Maccabeez album.
Yeah. Came and get me.
The 4 Horsemen joint.
Yeah, the 4 Horsemen. Yeah.
And that was supposed to be a group too, right?
Yeah, it actually still is. You know. We actually are still good. We put stuff out, you know, just everybody's still busy.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that. So everybody's still in touch. That's good. I gotta check some of that out then, man. I seen you put out a bunch of albums, man. Yeah. You know, I was going through it because I stream music on Tidal. And on Tidal, it say you got like 6 albums that came out this year. All of those dropped this year?
Yep. I've been working, man. Ever since COVID, I just felt like, you know, that's when I'm in my bag. When things are going bad, I just say, man, yo, we need some type of Joy. Let's kick it, man. I started my podcast during that time too.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about the podcast, how that came about.
Yeah, during COVID, all of that was during the plan. So I was just working. So I was just like, everything was shut down. So I got the studio, and I just was like, yo, let me go in and start working, and let me get active while I have this time of peace, because I just like it when it's quiet. Anyway, I'm down for that.
Okay. So COVID hit, ain't no shows popping off and nothing, you ain't doing no live performances nowhere and all of that. Did you start just going live on Instagram at first, or you just had the whole podcast idea?
Yeah, I started going live. I started doing lives on Instagram and talking to the people. And then that's when it sparked the idea. Yo, man, I might as well go ahead and do a podcast.
Man, and
Yeah.
I was checking some of that out too. Y'all had some great guests on there so far, man. Y'all doing your thing
Oh
over
yeah,
there, man.
David Icke is they named him as a fugitive now, man. It's like after the podcast too. I was like, dang, #1 in the world.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? They shut him.
No.
They shut him down from speaking on all platform, anything. He can't talk. Yeah, they labeled him a class #1 fugitive after my interview. Crazy. Yeah, that's like because he was going in. We even got in trouble a little bit, but it was cleaned up.
Man, so yeah, David Icke, man. For those of y'all that don't know, this dude, he been dropping a lot of game about what's going on in the world.
And reptilians, you talk about that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy information. That's the stuff that they really don't want to get out there. So as soon as y'all brought him out, he got shut down.
Yeah, he probably did 1 or 2 more interviews, but I know they was definitely on him.
How did you get him on the show?
My boy Vinny reached out to him. He just reached out to him because we had like mutual friends. You know what I'm saying? Since I got in touch with Jordan Maxwell, then they got him on there. So it was like a whole circle.
Okay.
My boy, somebody in Alabama got me True Seeker. My man got True Seeker. He got me Jordan Maxwell. R.I.P.
Okay, yeah, because I saw the title with Jordan Maxwell. I didn't get to check out the episode yet, but I saw the title with Jordan Maxwell. I said, oh, going in. Because I remember those Jordan Maxwell tapes floating around back in the days, the VHS tapes.
Yes.
Around in the hood. That's when people first started getting hip to Illuminati and all of that type of stuff back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just I was tripping just to hear his voice talking to me. That voice, it's a beautiful story. I was like, oh man, yo, Jordan.
Right. I gotta check that one out. I ain't get to see that episode yet, but I gotta check that one out.
We had him on there twice. The first one was a little bit better. The second one, I think he was getting a little bit dementia.
Man, so might be something going on with that too. For real.
More, yo.
For real.
They doing the Kyrie and Yay.
I definitely got to talk to you about that, man, because y'all brothers, and it's an honor to talk to you too, man, because y'all brothers was the first ones that I heard talking about us being the original Hebrews and all of that. You know what I mean? That first came to my ears from Sunz Of Man. You know what I mean?
Indeed. Yeah, so, man.
What's your thoughts on this whole debacle with Ye and Kyrie, man?
Man, I think it's a beautiful thing to shake up the world. It's just that we gotta it wasn't really Kyrie, it was really the video. He just posted it. That's all he did. And he just wanted to learn. Just, and I just saw Farrakhan spoke beautiful on it. And but with Ye, I guess he I don't know how he picked it up, but it's plain and simple right there when you read it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing for that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. And you're right, man. once you hear it, and then you pick up the scripture and just look at it, it's kind of like, what's the argument here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It trips you out of how is this controversial? Like it says it right here in the book.
Yeah. And then they didn't diss anybody. It's room for everybody. You know, if that's the case, it's room. You know what I'm saying? It's room. It's room. It just makes more sense. You know, lost people. You know, poor righteous, lost in the wilderness 400 years. You know, so
Right.
you know when you come across information, sometimes it all adds up and you can see it. So when he just pushed it out there, you know, the powers that be kind of like put their weight on it, and it's like some of our people kind of like flexed, and they don't even know because they don't know no better. So it's like they got an 85 mentality. They just lost in it, but they got to be more on point and push it against the system. You know what I'm saying? Or just back us up. Just back up the brother. The brother is talking. Back him up, man. Don't throw rocks and stones at him. That's not cool for us to do that.
Right, y'all. Just don't say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, like, these people got enough power to do what they're gonna do on their own. They don't need your help.
Right.
Like, they don't need your assistance. You know what I mean? If you sincerely disagree with what Ye is saying, or you're not really understanding what's going on with Kyrie and the whole movie and all of that, just stay quiet. You ain't gotta help these people do what they're trying to do.
Yeah, laughing at it. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
real talk.
Yo, yeah, be careful with the J word in the chat, family. Careful with the J word in the chat, man. You know how they play on these platforms, man. So, how did you first get knowledge yourself, man? It came from the hip hop, like me.
Huh?
I said, did it come from hip hop?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, not really. Not really, because my block was like that. So my block was I was lived on Gates Avenue, so it was known as God Avenue. So a lot of people come through on the block, and then you know, next you shooting basketball with Maurice, and the next minute, you know, Maurice is like, "Yo, my name is Shaquem," and that's the story. That's what really happened, and everybody would start getting these new names, and it was like, "Yo, we the gods, we 5% nation," and so that's how I started learning back then.
Okay, so the Nation of Gods and Earth, that's the foundation.
Yeah.
And then you just continue to grow and expand from there. Because I hear information from all type of schools of thought.
Christianity. Christianity.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Then the Nation of Gods and Earth.
No doubt. Peace, what's going on, Coach Kandaka?
Hey.
Because when I listen to your music, and, you know what I mean, when I check out some of your commentary, you know, I'm hearing information from all different schools of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said early on with the Sunz Of Man, I was getting the Hebrew Israelite information and all that. You just said it started off with the Nation of God and Earth and all that. I'm hearing you dropping comedic science and all different type of science in there. So, but you know, tell us about that journey a little bit.
Well, in ancient Babylon and ancient Kemet, it was like America, so everybody was there. It's like being in Brooklyn. I go in Brooklyn, everybody not Brooklynites, but a lot of people there. I mean, there's different cultures that live in Brooklyn. Right. So yeah, you know, there's different people. You know, you got Puerto Ricans, you got Dominicans, you got white, Jew. I mean, my bad, what I'm saying, but you got everybody live. I'm using it like, everybody living in that section. So that's how the ancient world was also, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people in Canaan and Kemet. So there's a lot of books that went around during that time. And so, things get piled on too. And I think it was organic that way. I think it was just organic the way everything came together. So you might could be a little this and that, but I don't intend to do it. It just happens.
That just says, a lot about you having an open mind, because sometimes people even in consciousness, people get that stiff neck when they come across a certain piece of information. You can't tell them nothing else. They won't hear nothing else. Everything becomes a debate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I learned to be Tai Chi, like the wind. You know what I'm saying? And water itself, just like how Bruce Lee said, be as water, my friend. But we are made of all of those elements. So all of those elements exist within us. So yeah, I could be like as the wind, and I could be as the ocean, and I could be able to flow because, you know, that's the percentage of our body. And so I just go with it. I just go with it because the doctrine is not us. We are who we are. And I think that helped me out a lot with the podcraft. So, you know, I try to let everybody say what they want to say and build, because I'm here to hear what you're building. Like, it don't matter what you're talking about. I'm to listen, because you may teach me something I don't know.
Right. Now, did you say the podcraft?
Yeah. Yeah. It's called the podcraft.
I'm rocking with that. I ain't even catch that.
Yeah.
So it's the Killah Priest podcraft.
Yeah, podcraft.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, I'm rocking with it even harder now.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we black
even harder now. Yeah, I like that. So, man, like I mentioned earlier, I got a chance to listen to that Mother album.
Oh man,
I love it. It's incredible. It's incredible, man. You know, beautiful dedication to your old earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is one listen. I listened to it today. Just one listen. You know what I'm saying? I want to know about your creative process and the production choice, because it's different. It's way different.
Man. Yeah, man. Okay. With that was like just from the heart, man. I literally just stared into nothingness, into emptiness. I just stared and gathered whatever I was going to say, whatever I was feeling at that moment. You know what I mean? Because I was actually talking to her celestial being, you know, the creative side. Wasn't easy, but it was easy. It was just me letting go. And I said, yo, I'm gonna do something for her right now. The music came because I felt like I needed something. I needed music that represent her and a listener. I need I needed to catch the vibration of someone listening, you know what I'm saying? Or something else, something that's beautiful, something that you could have a stream of consciousness going. So I put that together that way, and that one just happened, like it just happened that quick, like boom, boom, boom. That wasn't even a thought. Word.
That's a good explanation, because that's the way that it sounds too.
Yeah.
Because the production is almost like meditation music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's no drums.
Exactly.
It's just like nature. You know what I'm saying? It's just vibrations and sounds that you would hear in nature.
Exactly. That's the music I look for. Nature and meditation. And it was like something inspirational, you know what I mean? Like something that's going to inspire me and gather myself, because I knew I'll be at that moment vulnerable, so I had to find a way to maneuver through it. And I think the music kind of helped me go, you know, get through it. And I was just like, okay, this is how I'll meditate, or I'll, you know, articulate the emotion of her transition. I was just saying bye in my illest way. I could say that, but now so she's still here though.
Man, that's an ill. That's an ill. And you got the you know, the phone messages, conversations with her voice on there and all of that. You know what I mean? Now, I'm an MC also. I don't know if you got a chance to check out none of my joints yet.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna be opening up a show when you come down here in Atlanta. I'm gonna be opening up for your show.
All right.
And so that you just let the audience know too, man. If you're in the Atlanta area, December 2nd, we got the show at the Atrium in Stone Mountain. I'm gonna be opening up for the God Killah Priest. There's gonna be some other MCs on the set as well. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets and come on out. Actually, I should have had that link ready. Any of my mods in here? I ain't see none of my mods in the chat. Where my mods at? I need somebody to grab that link for me before we get out of here, so I could let y'all. I'll put it in the description if anything, so y'all could copy our tickets to come to the show. But as an MC, one of the questions that I had about your creative process was like, okay, there's no drums here. How is it that you still in pocket? Like you still found pockets without no percussions.
Right.
That's mastery level right there, man. Like, so that was just the nothingness. It happened on its own, or
time. That comes with time, and the beat is the drums in my head is part of it. You know what I mean? So it's just I need those sounds to pull it out of me.
Dope. All right, so how many you dropped this year? So
far? Somewhere like 10. And I'm coming
10 albums this year.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite?
I gotta go through it. Mother.
Oh, that's your favorite one? Oh, I picked the right one.
Yeah,
I picked the right one.
Have to be my because that's setting a new type of thing.
Do any of the other projects?
Rocket to Nebula is second now.
Say it again.
Rocket to Nebula.
Rocket to Nebula. Now, do that have the same type of sounds to it, or is it more traditional hip hop, or what?
Rocket to Nebula has the same type of sounds.
Same type of sounds. So that's your new chamber, or you've been doing that for a minute? I'm just catching up.
I've been doing that. If you remember Heavy Mental, I've been doing it since Heavy Mental.
That's true.
Like on I did Where the Pharaohs Go. I got a couple of songs with Fourth that I don't know. I did one called Behind the Stained Glass, you know. And I got a couple with Fourth Disciple that was like that. We never released them though.
Okay, no doubt. Man, oh man, so 10 albums in 1 year. How many albums you got all together?
Journey. How many albums? Oh man. I don't have to do nothing else. I got about like 10 or even more.
No,
yeah.
So you're saying you got 10 albums collectively? I thought you were saying you dropped 10 albums in 2022.
I got 10 more. I got 20. Like I got albums that I've done that I don't even have to do no more to them. I got probably like 10 in the stash.
Oh, you're saying you got 10 in the chamber?
In the chamber that nobody heard.
Do you got in-house producers or where you getting these tracks from?
Yeah. I got some with the one I got with Fourth Disciple. That's kind of dope. And then we're gonna push for this Heavier Mental finally and do the part 2 with him, me, Fourth. And I'll probably get Jordan if Joakim don't come back through and get maybe a joint from RZA. That would be good.
Yeah, that would be good. You got something with True Master too, right?
Yep, Divine Intervention
with True Master. Man. You got a song, man. I think you got 2 songs with Nas.
Yeah.
Did you actually work with Nas, or is that like sending the verses, or what? How did that go down?
Nah, we actually worked together, and then that one of them we end up because I had to do something over because Dirty Harry one of my vocals got messed up, so I had to redo it because they switched the beat on me, and I was like, oh nope, can't do that. Word.
So what was it like? What was it like in the studio with Nas, man? That's my favorite MC. I gotta ask that.
Nas did one joint, and then he ended up giving me another verse. He gave me an extra verse, so I used that. I never put it out though. I never put it. It just leaked.
Oh, it just leaked.
Yeah.
Okay. Man. lot of legendary stories, man, behind your career.
Yeah. Oh, Nas is your favorite?
Yeah, that's my dude, man. That's my dude.
No doubt. Great pick. Great.
Yeah,
Word.
yeah. And Wu-Tang is my favorite too. So you know what I mean?
No gravy, man. I love them all. I love
Right.
them, man. I love Nas, Slick Rick. You know, Cool G Rap would have to be. You know what I mean? Cool, yeah. Cool G Rap is mine. You
No
know,
doubt. No doubt. That's
it's,
like the same thing right there.
it's funny. It switches. It switches sometimes. You know, I think Lupe Fiasco is one of the dopest MCs too.
He's ill.
Yeah.
He's ill. When it comes to like different concepts and
Yeah.
really tapping into a whole another realm, a whole nother yeah, he one of those.
But Nas is definitely up there. Yeah, come on. He's the great Nas. Word.
No doubt. No doubt. So
Wait till you hear Zodiac.
say it again.
This brother named Kyle Zodiac. Got some, I got something for somebody. He's gonna be coming soon.
Okay. Gotta look out for that one right there. No doubt. RP Hurricane G. I see somebody say RP Hurricane G in the chat.
Hurricane G.
Yeah, no doubt. She just transitioned recently.
Yeah.
Legendary female MC. Remember her from the Redman Projects and all of that. I wanted to ask you about the Liquid Swords joint. You know what I'm saying? That's, I think that's what really solidified your legendary status in the game, coming through on that Liquid Swords joint with the fourth chamber and the B.I.B.L.E joint. You know what I'm saying? Can we get the stories behind those joints?
Yeah, man. B.I.B.L was just a rhyme. It was just a rhyme and there was only one verse. And GZA told me, he said, because I used to just do a lot of one verses. So GZA was like, yo, if you make that into a song, it'll be on on the album. And I was like, oh, no problem. And I ended up recording it. And there was another version of it. And he took it, he put it on the album. Fourth chamber, I was in the studio, and if the beat was playing, it was like, yo, you on this one? I was like, yep. Because everybody was joking on each other in the studio. So I was like, yeah, put me on that one. Because I got something to say.
Oh yeah, I did hear you say that in another interview. You was kind of getting at the clan in that
Yeah.
verse.
Yeah, still shopping. Still, I was like, man, I judge wisely, because they was all joking around and stuff, ranking. We snapping on each other. I was coming off, but they really hard to beat. They snap. When it comes to snapping, I wasn't that. I'm not as witty as they are. You know what I'm saying? So they was getting me.
So you got them with the rhymes.
On the mic though, yeah. It's like I'll take it out on the mic.
Man, that's a classic joint. You still perform that when you do shows?
Of course, yeah, indeed, brother. Yeah. Love it. Yeah.
No doubt, man. Now, I got to ask you about this too. And I know you're probably tired of hearing about this, but the J Electronica comparisons. How you feel about the J Electronica comparison? Obviously, you came first.
Yeah, man. I take it as a compliment, man. I take it as a very good compliment. I think J Electronica is incredible lyricist, and I listen to say, where is it at? Where is it at? You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, yeah, he's nice. I know he's nice.
You know what it is? It's the peace. What's up? You know what it is? It's the vocal tone for sure. It's
right.
almost like indistinguishable. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
It's the same. Y'all got the same voice, and so that's not something that either one of y'all can help. The voice is the voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then it's also some of the beat selections. Like I said, like that chamber that you in on the mother joint. Yeah. That's like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a movie score. You know what I mean? It's just a feeling. It's not even a beat. It's just a feeling behind what you're saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and then the knowledge, then dropping the knowledge.
Yeah.
So Yeah, the comparison is well deserved. I think it's a compliment to both of y'all. I think both of y'all should feel complimented by that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We might end up getting them on heavier mental, man. We might get them on there.
That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy and unorthodox like a mom. Word up. Word up. I gotta hear what that's gonna be like right there. I feel like that should be a RZA beat though.
Word. Or Just Blaze.
Or Just Blaze. Because now you worked with Just Blaze back in the days, right?
Yeah.
What you work with Just Blaze on?
He did most of if not all, he was about to do the entire album. Word for View from Masada.
Okay.
So my second album, man, we got songs that we never put out. But we got a lot of stuff, man, me and Jay. Just Blaze.
Yeah, because the stuff that most people know Just Blaze for, you know, he got a lot of other stuff that people wouldn't even expect to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? Like he a creative dude with the sounds. You know what I mean? I almost forgot about that. But yeah, you had like a affiliation with Rockefeller at some point, right? Like you was working with
oh yeah, definitely.
Emil, when Emil was over there, right? What was that situation?
Well, she was my girl. You know what I mean? We went out. We dated for a little while and stuff like that. Things. Shout out to Emil. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And Just Blaze introduced me to her.
Okay. So was this before or after she came out?
This was. She didn't come out with the album yet, but this was. She had.
Can I get her?
Yeah, her own stuff. She was just finishing that up.
Oh, you froze up a little bit, God.
Yeah, I said she was just finishing up her album. Coral. I mean, All Money Is Legal.
Mm-hmm. Which was a dope album, by the way. A lot of people slept with that.
Mm-hmm.
There was some joints on there.
Yeah, Corals was the dope. That was who she really is. That was a joint. She always told me about that. And I listened to it. I was like, oh, I'm blown away.
No doubt. All right, man. So, what you got coming up besides the show down here? What else you got coming up that people need to know about?
I just got my CDs in, yo.
Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in on that. Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
Mr. Universe. Where can people get the CDs at?
Yo, it's gonna be. They can go to KillahPriest.tv, and they can get this is the newest one after Mother, so this will be streaming on all the lines.
Hold on, let me type that in there. TV. KillahPriest.tv. Let me put that in the chat.
Yeah. Sell it.
KillahPriest.tv. Y'all can go get the Mr. Universe. All your joints on there?
Everything. Mother's on there. Yeah, everything on there. And we're gonna get t-shirts and all that.
Okay. Merch and everything. KillahPriest.tv. And I see you rocking with the tea. You rocking with the herbal teas and all of that heavy too now. What's up with the tea?
Yeah, my own tea. I'm about to do a new brand, but I got my own tea right now. I got Lord Sun tea, but I'm gonna come out with another one and we're gonna push it, you know what I'm saying? Push it a little hard. So I got my own brand right now, so that'll be on there too.
Lord Sun tea.
Lord Sun tea.
And everything's gonna be available on the website.
It's the highest grade. Yeah, you can buy it now. It's on there. So it's matcha tea. It's ceremonial tea, and it's the highest grade because I became like a connoisseur in it, and I've been doing it for like years now. So matcha, I'm gonna start selling the matcha stick and all that the whisk. But
you gotta put us on for those of us who ain't in the tea world like that. Hold on, I think I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up the site.
Give me that stuff. Everyone. Yeah.
Hold on. Why it's not coming up? Hold on. Oh, damn. I see what I did. Hold on.
Yes.
EST.TV. Boom. All right, let me share this. Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in on that real quick. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this is Lord Sun T. See my logo, me right there. This is organic grade matcha. Organic ceremony. And this is the highest grade. They asked me which one I want. I said I want the purest. So that came straight from Japan.
What is it good for?
It's good for everything, man. It's antioxidant, so many antioxidants in it. And it's really good for if you can't get to sleep either. You know what I mean? It soothe you, and you know it's got good. It's everything. Everything. It's tea. You know what I mean? It's good for anything, man. Oh, think it can have you focused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Clear mind.
Yeah, clear mind.
Insomnia.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, let me get the site up too. And who be doing your artwork too, by the way?
Man, shut up, man. I'm gonna see him later. Dave Flores. Oh, you talking about from my album cover or the videos?
I'm talking about both. I was talking about the album covers, but you can talk about both.
This is my man ESL. He's the one who did. He did Psychic World of Walter Reed. He did Rocket to Nebula, and he did this one. Yep. And my mixtape, Untold Stories of Walter Reed.
Untold Stories of Walter Reed. Okay, yeah. Here goes some of the tapes right here.
Yeah. But my man did this one. The one in the middle, Shroom did that. He had some homeboy did that. That was crazy though. And I did who else? Who did 3 Superman? That was my idea. Me and AD did that one.
Okay. Okay.
That one too. True Master did that one. He did the album cover for Divine Intervention.
Yo, the catalog is crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like this is heavy intellectual property right here. You know what I'm saying? Everything is independent, 100%.
Everything. What's that? Yeah, shout out to Moon Cricket too. Yo, you know what this slept on one? That one slept on. Don't sit on the speaker, the one in the middle.
Yeah.
So far, we need to re-put that back out. That's a good feeling.
Okay. So you got Ray and Ghost on there. No doubt. So what label was y'all on with Sunz Of Man?
Red Ant.
Red Ant. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that label. Yeah. Red Ant. And what other groups were you a part of also?
Horseman, Maccabeez, Black Market Militia, Art of War, which was me and 60 Sec. Couple. Yeah. Yo, but I gotta get ready to get up out of here.
No doubt. We ending this right now.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming through, Lord.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cuff. I see you in the chat. Shout out to Cuff. So yeah, make sure y'all go to killerpriest.tv. Y'all can get the music, y'all can get the tea, y'all can get the merch, all of that right there on killerpriest.tv. Again, if you're in the Atlanta area, December 2nd, you're gonna be at the Atrium performing. So make sure y'all come out and get that joint. Yeah, Killah Priest. Yeah, that's Mama Love in the chat. She said, make sure you check out the Spirit of the Shell. That's my #1 promoter right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt. And also, man, I gotta thank the God, Knowledge Born, for connecting the dots, getting you on here and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll be seeing you real soon in the future, and hopefully we can connect on some other things as well.
Peace.
Keep doing your thing, Lord. Peace to the God.
Peace to you. You got a wonderful podcast too.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, that was the God Killah Priest right there, man. That was the God Killah Priest right there. Let me hold on a second. Let me stop sharing this. Let me stop sharing this right there. Yeah, I keep saying podcast. It's the Killah Priest Podcraft, Monday and Wednesday. Thank you. I ain't even asked him to schedule. I appreciate that, Coach Kandaka. I hope I'm saying your name right. Killah Priest Podcraft is on Mondays and Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. Killah Priest is out there on the West Coast now. That's right. He out there on the West Coast now. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to our brother's channel. Check out his podcast. Like I said, he be having some dope guests over there, some deep conversations over there. Check out the music. If you're in the Atlanta area, make sure y'all come out to the show. Come show some love. You know, we're gonna be doing our thing. You know what I mean? Tonight, Nas' album is dropping tonight. He don't need me to promote his album, but you know what I mean? I'm just letting y'all know because me and RP Beats is gonna go live right here on the channel at midnight when the album come out, so we can give our live initial reaction to the new King's Disease album when that drops tonight. So come back to the channel tonight. You can set your reminders. I'll set it up so you guys can set your reminders and all of that if y'all gonna stay up tonight. But yeah, KD3 is dropping tonight, and so we're gonna do our live initial reaction. Me and my brother DJ RP Beats. So make sure y'all come check us out for that one. What else I wanted to tell y'all? No, we didn't have the Black Business Showcase this week, but we do have a guest coming through next week. Next Wednesday, that's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. I think it's already locked in. I think I can announce it because I'm pretty sure it's already locked in. But it's going to be the brother Royce White. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, former NBA player Royce White is coming through for the Black Business Showcase next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Trying to get a picture of the brother, for those of y'all that's not familiar. Brother right here. Former NBA player. I think he's running for Congress right now. Hold on one second. Yeah, so he played for the Sacramento Kings. He played for the Houston Rockets. And he's running for Congress, I think, in Minneapolis. He's running for Congress as a Republican. So it's going to be an interesting conversation. I've been checking out some of his commentary on a few other podcasts. Interesting stuff. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say that. We're going to see what's in the God's mind when he come through next Wednesday. So make sure that y'all check us out for that one right there. What else we got coming up? We still working on the new Master Elements album, the Master's Table. We putting the finishing touches on that. I got my girl Kool-Aid helping me out right now, putting together the landing page so y'all can start placing y'all pre-orders. We getting all of that stuff together. We're gonna be announcing everything for that real soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. The new music is definitely coming. It's definitely gonna be another heat rock. So yes, indeed. And that's about it for now, man. That's about it for now. So I'll see y'all later on tonight. Those of y'all that'll still be up, I'll see y'all later on tonight. Me and RP gonna chop it up and give our reaction to the KD3 album tonight. So I'll see y'all a little bit later on. Peace and Black. Oh, almost forgot to tell y'all, but never forget, I am not the master teacher. I am only the master student and signal booster for the voices of the new Black media. Peace and Black love.
Most resilient, we poster children of prophecy fulfillment. We gotta be God's